Welcome back to another episode of Across the Bifrost. This is Dr. Norbert coming to you from the Badge Bunker. I'm trying to... I'm in the Badge Bunker because I'm standing outside is the one and only Badge Hunter, JV.
Honey Badger. Oh, I just came up with that one off the cuff. Hello, everyone. Welcome. What are you talking about? Why are we talking about badges?
Well, today we're going to talk about your badge hunt. You went on a badge hunt, and it's very close to the end of your hunt. You've accomplished a lot, and we wanted to hear what this was all about. And I remarked on this because I looked at your profile. We're on a trip up to, what was the road trip we took up to? It was the UK Nations that we were together in the car. Yeah, and I looked at your profile, and it was just a sheer page of badges. I was like, oh my Lord, you've been busy. So
I collect a lot of badges on Longshanks. Yeah, some people, Pat Dunford, he will say that they're absolutely pointless and no one cares, but I think they're great. I love them. This is my most successful New Year's resolution ever, by the way. Good. This was a New Year's resolution doing this. Shall I give you the backstory? I'll give you the origin story. Okay, so basically, I so what is it? 2024. I was trying really hard to be good at MCP, and I tried playing all these really competitive teams and learning the game properly, getting really good. And I was playing Hellfire at the time, a horrible broken Hellfire. But they part of the reason of me going to them was because someone told me, Will Benson actually, who was playing Hellfire, told me that if you play that team, it really teaches you the fundamentals of MCP. So I was like, cool, I'll play that. And I did really well with them. I started winning events. I came like third in the TTS like world thing that on, the big online tournament that you used to run. Yeah, that was cool. That was during the whole like Thanos Cabal stuff. That was when all my mind transfer stuff happened. If you know, you know. If you don't know, just look up Chewy. He claimed all the credit for it on YouTube. But basically, I was like, and I was during the TTS tournament, I was like on holiday and I had to take my laptop with me on holiday so I could still play these games. The point is, I tried really hard and like sweated super hard and got so close to the sun, right? I had people cheering me on in the DMs on Discord. It was amazing. I was the last English player in the TTS thing. And then I ended up losing to a very good Wakanda player and felt sad. And was like, this is, I felt like I'd not peaked, but like I'd gone really far and like tried really hard. And in the end, it didn't even matter.
That sounds like a sad rock song.
It is sad. It
really didn't matter.
Exactly. I was trying to be subtle with a Linkin Park reference, but you made it too obvious. R.I.P. Chester. So so I decided I'm going to just be casual. Rest in power. I'm just going to be casual. I'm going to calm down now. And I'm just going to play some stupid teams that I don't really care about. I love X-Men, so I'm just going to play some X-Men that isn't necessarily very good. Then I realized that you can get badges for just Actually, no. First off, it started with my New Year's resolution was I'm going to get best in affiliation with as many dumb teams as I can because I'd already got New Mutants, right? Which we'll get onto. But I'd gotten best in affiliation from New Mutants just for basically playing the most games with them at first. And I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to play with Sentinels. And then anyway, my New Year's resolution then morphed into I'm going to collect every 50 games badge with every mutant-related affiliation in the game. So that's what we're going to talk about today.
Okay, cool. Before we do so, I wanted to thank the Patreons. The Patreons have been smashing it. Thank you so much for all the support. And by smashing it, I mean they've been writing into us and giving us some props. We gave them a little bonus thing where we played a game, and that seemed to have gone over really well. And I want to tell you about a message I got from Will today. Will Cruikshanks was an old friend of mine from the War Machine days. Very good player. Excellent player. Also one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He's a Scotsman. And he wrote in about how much he enjoyed the Patreon episode we did with the winning English team from WTC 2025. Oh, cool. Yeah, he really enjoyed it. He says he's been smashing it with the content. And this is the best part. He goes, it warms my heart knowing the Patreon money I'm giving you is going to whiskey or something. So, and it's very true, guys. I take that little bit of money I get and I buy a little better whiskey, but I drink it on the cast as I'm doing the shows. So I feel like it's a little bit of a circular exchange in that sense.
Yeah. It's basically free money, free whiskey, right? Free content. It's just a circle of life. Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks, everybody. You guys have been really making it honestly, every time that you and I talk about, should we do this episode? Should we push ourselves and do another episode on this, or try to get a hold of these people? It's always like, yes. I mean, the Patreons have, clearly are liking what we're doing, and let's keep it up for them. So thank you for that.
Yeah. I agree. It's very, very encouraging. It means the world to us. We probably would have given up by now if it wasn't for all the people listening. Also, worth mentioning, actually, Norbert, that at the time of recording, I think we started doing this exactly a year ago.
Is it? I was going to say, it wasn't at the beginning of the year, so it was close to the end. Amazing.
I think it was around this time. Obviously, the listeners will be getting this, a month or so later. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was around now. So, hey, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, buddy! Thank you so much.
Happy birthday to the new era of
the new era. Yeah, the new Mutants version of Across the Bifrost.
Yeah. You had Across the Bifrost. It was like cool and like effective, and they had good teamwork. And then you got us two children who are actually useless. But we'll get onto that later. So
I want to quickly mention though the Patreon love that we're feeling. Obviously, the money is part of it, but it's really the emotional thing that keeps me going. Anyway, is the fact that people are willing to do that is. I don't know how to say it. It's not so. It's kind of like it's sort of like getting a gift is one thing, but it's just the thought that counts. That's kind of what it feels like with that. And then just for people keeping score though, I got another nasty gram about on Reddit about posting about our Patreon episode.
Yeah, if you wanna stop Norbert being sad every time we post on Reddit, go on Reddit and defend us, please. People keep telling Norbert off for promoting the podcast on Reddit, and we're just trying to get out to the most amount of people. The whole point of this podcast is that we want to reach out to like newer players, and like help them find the game, like the podcast did for us. But Norbert's getting hate every time he posts on Reddit. So please find Across the Bifrost on the Marvel Crisis Protocol Reddit and go and back him up.
And be clear, the rules say I'm allowed to post, so I wouldn't go against the rules. And secondly, I only post once a week, for heaven's sake. So
it's not that bad. Yeah.
Seriously.
And we never pay for advertisement either. It's just a whatever. Listen, people are going to complain. Yeah. But yeah, and also it's worth mentioning, our producer isn't here, but our producer also says thank you. They started out doing this for free. I approached 2 people to edit the podcast. One of them said, sure, if you pay me. And I said, oh, we can't yet. You have to wait until we make Patreon money. And they said, nah. And the other one said, sure, I'll do it right now. And now we split the Patreon with fairly 3 ways. Yeah. So they also say thank you. And they work extremely hard behind the scenes, and they put up with Norbert. He is an absolute pain. And the amount of stuff they have to cut out that Norbert says in episodes, you're the worst person to edit.
All the worst boomer stuff coming right out the window.
But also all the like quick episodes that we try and do, right? We're quite proud of ourselves for like getting quick episodes out, right? So when something happens, when there's a reveal, or like if there's an errata, we try and get stuff out immediately. That wouldn't happen if our producer wasn't doing it quickly. So the Patreon,
our producer, they literally turned the WTC episode around in overnight. Literally overnight. So
it was actually that night, right? I think we recorded.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, recorded
an hour. We gave them the files an hour. It was out to everyone.
Yeah. So
that's what Patreon helps us do. So thanks a lot for that.
Just want to swallow a little bit of that whiskey that I was just talking about.
Speaking of Patreon, here's every molecule of whiskey going down Norbert's throat, down Norbert's gullet.
Now, I feel ready. I'm going to sit back and enjoy this ride into Badge Land. I haven't been to Badge Land. Tell me about this. Go on. What is it? How do you get badges?
Okay, so if AMG are listening, I should say that not everyone plays on Longshanks, right? Because I'm always talking about the data on Longshanks, but that obviously doesn't cover every MCP player, but it is most of them. And I know that MCP is massive on Longshanks. You can listen to our interview with Red Sam, who makes Longshanks, in one of our earlier episodes. But basically, every event we go to in MCP is run on Longshanks, which means they have a ton of data, like millions of games, and your little profile kind of tracks what you do in it. So tracks your record, tracks how many different affiliations you play, how many games in that affiliation you play, how you rank against other people who play that affiliation. So here's a little thing. There's no badge for this, but this is in my personal heart, right?
Okay.
I am, and have been for the last 3 years. Now, this is a niche of a niche of a niche. I am the highest rated X-Men player in team events. Which is like, if you apply 7 different filters, then you become the best at something. So you get to go all this cool data like this, right? And obviously, every time Norbert and I go to an event on the car trip home, the best part is doing the Longshanks quiz, which is where we go through and say, right, who was the most successful affiliation today? And then you try and guess. And how many people bought Brace? It's always everyone. How many people brought Baron Zemo? Everyone. So it's really cool. And I really like the badges. And basically what this gave me as part of my New Year's resolution was a kind of mini, like a side quest in myself. It really helped me kind of feel like, I'm playing these games and losing most of them, but it's for a reason because I'm collecting these badges. And it gave me I can't recommend this enough, and I'll go over this many times, but I can't recommend this enough. It gave me a whole new lease of life to the game. After having a whole year of like trying really hard, like only playing Hellfire, only playing X-Men, trying to win events and being really sad when I didn't. And, not sad, but like, the kind of trials and tribulations that come with playing really competitively. I've had an entire year of being casual and just playing these teams because I can. I can't even tell you like if I won or lost after most of the games because I'm there just to have fun. I'm trying to play as affiliated as I can or try interesting new tricks. And it was always for a reason. It also made me go to way more events than I normally would. To get all these things going. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll get to it, but I've played hundreds of games this year. And it's been brilliant. I highly recommend it. If you're ever in a funk about this game, I would say just pick a badge you want to go for and just play 50 games. Or maybe not 50, that might be extreme, but play a bunch of games with that affiliation. It's really fun.
So I think the stipulation is unlike the rankings, which kind of have like this weird updating mechanic and stuff like that. The moment you play a ranked game of some kind, the badge would get updated as soon as that game's registered. Is that correct?
It's also casual games as well.
If you register them,
yes.
Right?
Yeah. There's a casual games tab,
My point is they have to be kind of registered, so it has to be a ranked game or a ranked casual game. But the moment you put it in, then let's say we were at 9 games in a faction and you go to 10, you get the 10 badge straight away, right?
No, not always. Longshanks has like a Wednesday evening update time. Yeah, so a few times I've gotten the 50th badge like on the Monday, and then I haven't got the actual badge until Wednesday.
Okay.
It's just how Longshanks works. Yeah.
Got it. And then they stay on your active page for a year. Is that correct?
Yes. And then they go into your award history.
Right. Okay, cool. Great. I have a bunch too, so we could talk about those.
Yeah. There were some new ones added recently, just for people like us. The TO ones.
I know. Yeah. I'm very happy because I think that might have been one of my the suggestions from on the page.
Yeah.
User requests, about adding a few more badges for hosts to make them recognize those people. So cool.
There you go. So I recommend people looking at this stuff. Data is interesting. You can see win rates and stuff, and that's really cool. You can see, global leaderboards as much as that matters, which we'll get into. But collecting badges is great. I'm basically trying to make Longshanks sound really good so that when I link this to Red Sam, I can ask again for him to add leader-specific badges. Because now I want to do 50 games with every mutant leader. That's what I want to do now.
Oh, can you ask him to put our podcast onto his... oh, no, there it is.
We're on there.
Never mind. Hey, where can people find all the badges that you could possibly get? Is there a page for that?
Oh, there is a page for that. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, it's not so straightforward, I recall.
It's on Longshanks. Definitely, Awards. I don't know. Poke around on Longshanks. I use it for everything, and I still don't know my way around it fully. So.
Okay, that's too bad. I'll look around while we're talking.
Cool.
Oh, wait, maybe badges, player information.
They're called awards, if that helps.
Yeah, I found it. It's in the help section. Player badges. I think. Maybe not.
This is riveting content, Norbert.
I know. This is classic. Okay. Anyway, carry on.
Yes. They've also added a new thing recently, which is really cool, which is, you might not know this, during events, when an event is over, you get the Best in Affiliation badges.
Oh, yes. I saw that. Yes, it's so good.
So they don't go into your award history, unfortunately, because, Red Sam didn't know, if you do that, then you'd have to make, there has to be a minimum player requirement for events, and it gets a bit awkward. But it's just fun for on the day. You get to quickly see it at a glance. Good for people like us, because we love to give out prizes at events, right, for Best in Affiliation. So at a glance, you can see who got the Best in Affiliation on that day. So that's cool.
I found the badge page. It is definitely on the help page. It's just in one of the sections where it says player awards. And it's pretty nice because he's made it now. You have to be careful. The badges have little dots underneath them. So it's the same logo for for example, there's one about how many games you play with the same affiliation. It's the same logo for that, but there's multiple dots down there. And it seems like it goes from 1 dot to 5 dots as you start collecting. So cool.
Nice. There you go. Cool.
Yeah.
So there's a few other side effects of doing this. So I've been talking to people recently, and obviously with all at the time of recording, there's a lot of release delays, right? With the new Web Warriors box and I think the Defenders box. Lots of people are getting very upset about, boxes not coming out. There's also some people, this is true no matter when, but there's also people complaining about the meta, right? Things being imbalanced, someone being broken, Inhumans are too good, Apocalypse too good, whatever. People get like a bit, worked up about that. Let me tell you, best cure for that, play a bunch of idiots. Play rubbish teams, play awful teams, go to events and be happy with a 2-2 result on a one-day event, and it's great. You don't see any of that. I haven't noticed any delay in releases this year. I've loved it because I'm playing these like teams that no one cares about, and it's also like from my collection, so I'm just like playing old models that I wouldn't touch anyway.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much depth in the game that people don't touch with chasing the wins all the time. While
you're waiting for the new Web Warriors, when was the last time you played Asgard? When was the last time you played this random team that you were into? Weapon X that you were into. And also, by the way, Weapon X seems to be the team that people get into when they first enter the game. I've spoken to loads of people recently who played Weapon X as their first affiliation, then realized, these guys are awful, and then promoted to someone else. So yeah, it's really fun. It just breathes a whole new life into the game. I'm so much more excited about the game because of doing this, so I highly recommend it.
Nice one. Excellent. All right. How, let's see, where are we? So how did you start your journey?
So I started it by thinking, getting best in affiliation for New Mutants was really fun. Let's do that for every rubbish mutant affiliation. So I started with Sentinels. And I was like, right, I'm going to get best in affiliation for this. And I started taking them to events, and my score just wasn't going up. I just wasn't. I was like, I think I was ranked second on Longshanks for like months. And I couldn't understand. And then Joe Manji sat me down and explained how the Longshanks rating system works. And let me tell you now, it's not for people like me. It's basically, the idea is if you go to an event, right, you can't control who you're going to be paired into. So if I get paired into Joe Manji, who's got a very high rated Longshanks account, win or lose, my score's going to go up because he's very good. And hilariously, his score will go down because I'm very bad.
Right. Well, that's to prevent people from beating up weenies, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't climb the ranks. Yeah, so it makes sense.
Noob stomping.
Noob stomping, yeah.
Yeah.
The only way to get, well, not the only way, but the best way to get best in affiliation is to just play good players, especially if you're playing like a bad affiliation that can't really win games very easily. You're still better off just losing to higher ranked players. But that means that when you go to the events that we go to, like lots of local events, right? We tour, the country and like France and, wherever we can go. You can't control who you're going to play against. So like, we went to France and I played against Ikari, who's one of the probably, I think he's top 100 to top 200 players on Longshanks.
Easily.
And I played against a 12-year-old who it was their second game ever in the same event. So my score is just all over the place, right? So Joe Manji sat me down and said, well, the way to farm this is to bring a team that has 2 affiliations in, and then when you play someone that doesn't have a good Longshanks rating, you switch to that team. And then when you play someone who has a high rating, you switch to Sentinels, and that's how you get it. And that immediately killed the dream for me. I was like, that is not what I'm about. I'm here to just play Sentinels every game. I'm not going to farm score. So that right then, that was in like March, the whole quest changed to just, I'm just going to play 50 games with every affiliation.
Right. Okay. Got it. With every affiliation. With every mutant
affiliation.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So did you have an order you're going to do it in, or are you going to bounce around to keep it fresh?
So basically, I already had Brotherhood because they were the first team that I played. And I only played that
ages ago, before
years
this.
Years and years ago. When I first started. The first time I ever met you, Norbert. Just a twinkle in your eye. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I played you and Katie at Bad Moon, and you both wiped the floor with me. I didn't know what was going on. Yeah.
Was it fun though? I made it fun.
It was brilliant. I loved it.
I'm very good at demos. I'm terrible at being competitive, saltiness and all that, but I'm very good at demos actually.
No, it was great. Yeah. Katie played the professionals on me with Hawkeye and Black Widow, and it went off, and I was like, that's amazing.
So I'm looking, so the bottom of your award history shows those Brotherhood has. You have 40 games with them, 10, 20, 30, 40.
Yes, there you go. So I only realized this today, so I'm a little bit heartbroken. I'm still getting over it. They didn't have a 50 badge when I played them. And because Longshanks works on a 1-year cycle, I technically now have to play 50 games with Brotherhood again.
Oh, I see. That's where it doesn't keep... You don't keep the 40 games, so to speak.
Yeah. So I have played 50 games with Brotherhood, but they're not logged because I didn't get a badge. So that might come later. Maybe that's a next year thing.
Well, maybe they come around and fix them up a little bit. Maybe it'd be good.
So the fun thing was I only played Magneto back then. So I've never actually played Mystique Brotherhood. So I'm hoping, I'm just going to cross my fingers, and you better be listening, Red Sam. If we bring out leader badges, then one day there'll be a Mystique badge, and I can get 50 games with Mystique and 50 games with Brotherhood at the same time. So I'm going to wait for that.
Okay.
So that was the Magneto era. That was already in the bag. I've started with that. Okay.
So you consider that okay?
All good.
All good. Done. All right. So then you go to your switch clearly to the other side of the
the mutant
argument. Yeah.
Magneto was right. So now I'm on X-Men, and so before this year happened, I already had 50 games on Storm. I probably already had about 300 games on Storm. I basically only played Storm after Brotherhood.
Wow.
Yeah. So I didn't need to worry about that.
Are you counting your TTS games in all this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all on Longshanks too.
Right. Okay. That's true.
And when I say hundreds, I'm counting the friendly games I play around a living room or at Bad Moon where we don't put them on Longshanks. So yeah, I've easily done that. So X-Men was already done. And yeah, again, plugging this badge idea, I felt like there was no point because I'm on this quest to get badges. It meant that all my games suddenly mattered, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like there's no point playing Cyclops or Xavier because there's no differentiator for them in Longshanks.
Right. Yeah, right.
So it was a shame. The second they release leader badges in Longshanks, I'll be straight on Cyclops and straight on Xavier, and I'll feel like I don't feel bad for playing this less good version of X-Men because I'm gunning for a badge. So yeah, I've left them behind.
So I'm looking. You earned that badge. The 50 games or more. Whoa! In March.
March this year.
Yeah, it says see it on the right hand side.
Yeah, so that'll be because that's when they added the badge for 50 games.
Ah, okay. But you managed to get it before it went into your award history section.
Yeah,
that is a lot of games. 50 games.
But then I play Storm all the time, right?
Where do you play all these games? I know what events you go to, and a few times that you come to Bad Moon, but where are you playing all these games? At home?
Well, I started on this this year. I've started putting my casual games in Longshanks.
Okay.
Which counts for the amount of games played.
It's a lot of games. You're really blessed.
I play a lot of MCP.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were playing this on the sly, behind my back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all the time. Yeah.
You're getting secondary action.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying my best to fill the Pat Dunford shoes of this podcast.
Yeah.
I don't have the skills, but I can know everything about the game.
That's really good. Wow, that's great, Jamie.
I'm trying.
Okay. So 50 already in March, done.
Yes,
Boom.
Done. That was an auto get, so that kind of didn't count.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's on the Hellfire.
Sorry, let me ask you one more thing. So if I start going after the X-Men badge, right? So I plug in my first game of X-Men. Does the year-long clock start from there, or is it on a calendar year?
It starts from there. So it starts not a calendar year. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Which is a good segue actually, because then we go into Hellfire. So I was playing Hellfire Club the year before when they had no affiliation list and they were completely broken and they're the best thing in the game. And I managed to win some events because of it. Thank you very much. I won my Apocalypse model by winning an event with Hellfire. So that was a nice circle.
You played those in Belgium that time, right?
Yeah. I played them everywhere. Okay. Played them on the TTS and TTS Finals as well. The mind transfer stuff happened. Yeah, super good. So the funny thing here is I'd put them behind. I left them. And then I started this adventure, and then I started on the New Mutants stuff, trying to play on my New Mutants games. I'd already played 30 with them to get best in affiliation, so I just had to finish them off. But then I realized that Longshanks works on a 1-year clock, so I suddenly realized that my Hellfire games were starting to drop off. So I panicked, and I immediately switched to Hellfire and was like, oh my God, I need to play some Hellfire games quick. And it was with the new affiliation list. So I was playing Angel and Sunspot and Mystique, and it was horrible because it wasn't Lizard, Bay Ray, Bill Black Cat anymore.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dear.
You remember? I played you.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And it was really odd because it doesn't seem normal.
Yeah. It wasn't a scary Hellfire anymore. So
no.
I had to get 10 more games just to get that badge. And then I ended up I think I lost all of them.
Oh, no. I'm trying to find it. I can see you did 30. You got 30 games with Hellfire Club. How much higher did you get?
Zealot. Hellfire Club Zealot. Third row.
Third row.
Awful content for listeners, Norbert.
A Black King. Oh, they give you fun names, though. You became the Black King.
No. So...
that's something else.
Since you've highlighted it, Norbert, let's just go over that, shall we? The Black King is the #1 affiliated Hellfire player in the world.
Whoa.
That's what that is. But I got it for a really lame reason. Let me tell you why. So we were all playing Hellfire the year before, right? I think it was Curtis was #1 ranked. And then they restricted the leadership card, right? And I, as a sign of defiance and being annoying, I then played every Hellfire Club game with 4 tactics cards. just to be like, this is how broken they are. I don't care. I'm still going to do it. I'm going to run this restricted card because it was at an event. It happened. They happened like Saturday night, so I couldn't change my list. So I just played the 4 cards and still won the event, which shows you how broken Hellfire Club were. But basically, when that happened, all the big Hellfire players stopped playing them and then moved on. And then obviously the affiliation list came out, so no one was playing them. And I basically got best in affiliation about 8 months later, overnight. I just woke up and had it, even though I'd not played them, because basically their scores had dropped off. So I want that to be a lesson to everyone. Longshanks rating don't mean anything. Don't worry about your Longshanks rating. It's pointless. It's a stupid number, and I got best in affiliation by being asleep. So ignore it.
What's funny is, why is it the Black King and not the White Queen?
I think because when Hellfire Club were introduced, Emma wasn't in charge.
Oh.
The Black King was in charge.
Oh, okay.
And also, I think, this is where the Discord can correct us, I think the leader of the Hellfire Club is called the Black King.
Even if it's a White Queen?
I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I think Emma, her Hellfire name is the White Queen, but I think that's like a lower rank. And she goes up to the Black King.
Oh, I see, like chess. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
I think that we're going to get slaughtered for that in the Discord.
Lore Master Jay's not here today.
Oh, no, I wasn't ready for this.
It's the Badge Hunter today, not the Lore Master.
Honey Badger. That's what they call me.
They call me Honey.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone can correct us on that. But the Black King is the leader of the Hellfire Club. So yeah.
All right, cool. So, but I see the badge now. You definitely got 50 Hellfire Club Zealot, 50 games with Hellfire Club, and the highest ranked.
That felt good. That felt well earned, even though it was like 8 months later and I didn't do anything for it. I saw that you were interested in Hellfire Club today.
I was, yeah.
You gonna try them
out? I kind of took a look at it to see, just really, is it that bad? Is it people just like, that's not the same as it once was? Yada yada. And so I took a look. They are definitely some unloved characters in that list that would, make me play things that I had no reason to play otherwise. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I got a lot. This is post WTC. The world's my oyster right now.
Exactly. You can do anything you like. Yeah. I highly recommend it, by the way. I got very excited at the thought of you playing Hellfire Club. New Hellfire Club.
Yeah.
Because it does... Go on.
I want to play Lady Mastermind, but it doesn't seem like it fits, though.
I mean, maybe not. But you can make it work.
I think a little salt, everything goes down easier.
Yeah, a little salt. Chuck a pyro in there and give out some conditions. But Cassandra Nova's affiliated, right? Cassandra Nova's affiliated. She gives out conditions, and then Lady Mastermind rips them off and does a bunch of damage. I think there's something there.
Yeah, it's probably big-brained is what it looks like, actually, if you want to play. If you want to play them well, I think you have to be... So you've got some experience with them now, so what do you think? I mean... Could you play them? Do they have the same game plans? Just you have to be more clever about doing it?
Yes. So the game plan is basically play MCP, but with all your characters can do all their stuff. So you play like Lizard and Beta Ray Bill, and they can just heal, gain power, always have their throws online, and you just play like chess. It's actually brilliant. It is very, very good MCP. It was just a bit broken because you basically just wait for someone to activate, then you move someone up, throw them off the point, move back. And that's the whole game. And it is so good for learning the fundamentals of the game. I highly recommend it. If you don't play Hellfire Club, play Kingpin Criminals. Just to learn, if you want to play Crisis, that's just how you learn Crisis. And I am so much better at the game having played Hellfire Club. And I went back to X-Men after Hellfire, and my game was completely transformed. I understand what I'm supposed to do now. And it made everything easier. So,
and that I would probably apply to Web Warriors players as well.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, Crims, Web Warriors, X-Men, sure.
Yeah,
cool.
If you want to learn the Crisis stuff. But I think is in their current state now, Emma Frost needs a bit of love, right? Her kit is a bit weird, but AMG have already said on other podcasts that Emma Frost is getting a bit of a change.
Ooh.
I'd like to see her get a bit more thematic. She can stop collision damage, but not in her diamond form. Yeah, it's like in her psychic form, which doesn't make any sense. It should only be on. I think if she was to take collision damage, maybe that's when she transforms into diamond or whatever. I'd like to see a little spruce up there. That'd be cool.
I would like that because it would make me play a whole bunch of characters that you don't want to play, and people seem to really jazzed about Omega Red in that setup. So.
Omega Red is absolutely slept on. Yeah, absolutely something. He's great. And I played him a little bit in those last 10 games. He's really good. Hellfire gave him exactly what he needs, which is more power. He can heal a silly amount because he heals off his builder, and Hellfire helps him heal with the leadership. Mrs. Sinister is fantastic. We've seen that they're getting reboxed soon. So maybe that's, there's a chance that they'll get new cards, Cassandra Nova is fantastic. We'll get onto them when we'll talk about Sentinels. But yeah, so there's something there. And also Sunspot, my most hated character in MCP, is actually quite good in Hellfire because he gets extra power. A bit of healing is nice for him, and he can just run around throwing people. He was really fun when I played him. So I was quite excited for going for the Hellfire Best in Affiliation badge one day. I was like, I'll wait till everyone stopped playing them, then I'll try and go for it then. And then I got it in my sleep by accident. So because of stupid Longshanks and the way it works. So yeah, I highly recommend anyone else playing them, and their affiliation list is not that bad.
We overlooked actually on X-Men, you were playing mostly Storm. Where do you think they're sitting in the meta these days then?
Well, Storm is the best leader. Storm is the only competitively viable leader, I think, which is a controversial thing to say if there's any Americans listening, because I know that Cyclops and Xavier is doing well over there, but I think that's because their meta is more attrition-y and more, the fights they kind of happen a bit more. I think Storm, I just took Storm to WTC and I loved it. So yeah, I think they're basically perfectly in the middle. They're a strong crisis team, but they'll never be webs. They still are a bunch of mutants, and that's not great. But they are the most competitive mutants in my mind. Okay, got it. All right, so we're moving over to Sentinels next. Yeah, Sentinels, best models in the game, right? Man, I want to play them so bad. Yeah, they look so cool. You got new toys coming, right? In January. Yeah. And by the way, I unfortunately, this is a bit of a spoiler for our Dallas episode. Dallas Kemp came on the show. If you haven't heard it yet, definitely tune in for that. It might be out already, depending on when this releases. Yeah, but they made a bunch of Sentinel-focused terrain for Essen Spiel. Or Spiel Essen. That looked amazing. It was all kinds of crashed cars and buildings with bits of robots coming out of them or falling into them and stuff like that. It was fantastic. I was a little heartbroken when they said it was bespoke because I was hoping it was going to be the next set of kits coming out. Yeah, that would be cool. I thought that cool too. When I saw him showing it off, I was like, oh, here it is. More terrain boxes. Yeah. It's not. So anyway, never say never. You know how it is. Sometimes people put that stuff out, and companies that will put that out, and public gives them a big reception, and then they change their minds about doing it. So. And also the Core Box 2 terrain with all the Ultron drones, just paint them like Sentinels. Halfway there. Okay. And we have Sentinel terrain already, so we do. Yeah, some of it. Yeah. Okay. So cool. There'll be people listening to this, by the way, Norbert, going, actually, Sentinels are not mutants. But this is they're mutant adjacent, and I'm doing all the mutant adjacent affiliations. Okay. Who's actually affiliated aside from the robots? Oh, barely anyone. Let me tell you. Oh, I have that open. So Sentinel Prime. Yeah. Okay. Sentinel Mark IV and Cassandra Nova. That's it. Oh, really? Oh, dear. Yeah. Okay. But Nimrod and Master Mold are coming, right? Yes. Nimrod. No, not Master Mold. Nimrod, Bastion, Omega Sentinel, and Sentinel Prime. No, Prime Sentinel. It's going to be very confusing. There's a character called Prime Sentinel coming. And there is Sentinel Prime already. So, yeah, a bunch of that. Yes, so they look great. So we're going to get those next. That's the next big release, I think, early next year. So that's exciting. Also, I've got a fun bit of lore. Well, it's not lore at all, but my headcanon. I first played these at a narrative event. They brought out those AMG, the MCP kind of terrain rules, where you can interact with a bin and find some shawarma and stuff like that. I played on a Quinjet table, and because I was playing Sentinels, I only brought 4 models. I brought Cassandra Nova and some Sentinels, and that was it. I was playing against Angus, and the Quinjet came in with the new rules, and it was put a 3-threat model from your roster onto the map. I didn't have any. So I was like, Angus, can I have one of yours? He's like, sure. So he was like, pick a random card. So I picked a random card. It was Taskmaster. And obviously Taskmaster's got Rogue Agent. So Taskmaster is affiliated. Worked out, yeah. And he went on table, and then he won me the game. So then for the next 30 games, I was like, Taskmaster is a Sentinel. He has earned his place. In my head, lore, I was like, yeah, he's been hired by us. He's working for us now. And then after 30 games, someone said, why don't you just play Winter Soldier? He's got Rogue Agent as well. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll try him. And he's 10 times better. So I handicapped myself a little bit. No. As if Sentinels needed that. Yeah, exactly. Worth shouting out, by the way, Winter Soldier, even though he's got Rogue Agent, that's not the only reason he's there. He also has Hydra Tactics, so he can place himself off of other models. And when you're taking 2 Sentinels, big old large bases, he can get everywhere. It's crazy. So that was really fun. That's true. Yeah, could. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What now? I played against you with them when you were trying hard with them, and you had Thor 2. Was that the good Thor 2 still?
Yeah, this was Prime Thor 2.
Yeah, and it was pretty good actually, not bad.
Yeah. Also, technically, not a horrific, unthematic splash. Because if anyone's read Civil War, you'll know that Thor was an android. So in my head, he was a Sentinel.
He's just one of those. Oh, it's just like the new Battlestar Galactica when I have the normal robot ones, and then the new robot people look like people. Yes.
Yeah. See, so he was a robot in mine. I had Robot Thor.
Did you watch the new Battlestar Galactica series at all?
No, I haven't.
Oh man,
is it good?
So well, it went for many years, and so it had its ups and downs naturally. But the ups were amazing; they were so good.
Do I need to have watched any other Battlestar Galactica?
Only the general idea, which is there's Cylons and there's humans, and they've had these kind of battles.
Okay,
and it picks up from a point of when that kind of was kind of they had like a truce basically, and that's it. So as long as you know that bit, all the rest of the Battlestar Galactica before that doesn't really come into play.
All right, I am going to make a note. I might watch it.
Certainly watch season 1. That one definitely was one of the highs, and that'll tell you whether you want to watch it or not.
Cool. All right. Good to know. There we go. Sweet.
Cool. Maybe you invite me over. We'll have beers.
All right. Sweet. Beers
or some of that Patreon whiskey. Yeah.
Beers and Battlestar. We'll do it.
Ooh, good.
Nice. Yes. So my Sentinel run landed right in the middle of when Thor 2 came out and was horrific. And Sentinel Prime was giving out rerolls like they were candy. So yeah, Thor 2 rerolling, 6 dice a turn was pretty good. So I was like, hang on a minute, this is pretty cool. And Demons Downtown was still a thing. I beat Collar's Apocalypse at one point, I think, as with Sentinels. I was like, oh my god, this is great. And then the Crisis rotated out and Thor got nerfed, and I was like, oh yeah, these guys suck. Not good. So yeah. But it's not all downsides. I was actually very surprised with Sentinels. They're actually pretty good. When they get to do what they want to do, which is if you're in range 3 of them, they're going to blast you with energy dice, and they're actually pretty great. Their spenders are amazing. Sentinel Prime's rerolls are the main thing. People always complain about the leadership. Leadership's fine, it's not that great. But Sentinel Prime's rerolls they make up for the leadership. Just pretend that's the leadership.
Yeah, right. Right.
Then, go on.
So, and it's just a shame about the Mark IV robots because they get so worse on their injured side, and it's really kind of terrible.
Yeah, it's really sad. And it was heartbreaking, but I realized the best way to play them was to just play one at a time, which is really sad. So you just play just Sentinel Prime and one Mark IV.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you get him to fix it up or something?
So Online Operational is a nuts card. It is an amazing card. So Online Operational is basically Sentinel Prime pays 4 and he can refresh a Mark IV completely. So if a Mark IV is injured, he just comes back completely healthy. Which is awesome. And it's got really cool when you can make it work. Because basically what happens is the Mark IVs, they flip to their injured side. I'm just pulling the card up. The Mark IVs flip to their injured side. And like you say, they're rubbish. They're just terrible. And then you do, because they've got a bunch of power, you basically do a bunch of spenders. And their spenders are great because it's 3 cost, 8 dice, and they give out conditions, incinerate, shock, or slow per wild. So they just dish out conditions. And if they don't have the power, you just do their plasma leak, which is basically 4 dice energy, but the crits double explode. So when you pop a crit, you pop 2 dice.
Yeah.
And then for each crit you suffer a damage, which is bad, but you don't care if you're about to Online Operational them. So with the timing, you just go, bang, 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 you just do loads of stuff, and you're like, I'm nearly dead. And then you play Online Operational at the end of their activation, and they come back healthy. And it's like, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
So that's why you only run 1 though, right? Because then it's only worthwhile for 1.
Yeah, exactly. Because they are bad 4 threats. They're just bad. But bringing 1 that can then come back again healthy, it makes him quite a good 4 threat. But you can't do it to 2 of them. So I just took 1.
So you mentioned Cassandra Nova as like the 3rd affiliated. Is she tricky to play though?
Oh god, yeah. I didn't know what I was doing with her. Yeah, she's really hard. I only play Cassandra Nova on Infinity Formula because she has really bad power issues. But Infinity Formula, when she gets 1 extra power a turn, she's great. She functions. Her whole kit's online. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that happen to her one day. Like she just gains 2 power a turn maybe. It does fix a lot. But so when she was on Infinity Form, she would just run a flank by herself, right? With her like Tricks and Traps effect and giving out root and slow and stuff. So that was really cool. She's great. Yeah. And Mental Domination is an amazing card. It's the card that she shares with Jean Grey. Yeah. Where, it gives her a third attack each turn. And she can advance someone, which then triggers her Tricks and Traps as well. And yeah, it was crazy. So when Cassandra Nova gets to do what they want, they're incredible, which is why I think you should consider them in your Hellfire list, because given them extra power a turn, they'll really be able to do a lot of cool stuff.
Okay, yeah. So this is going back to Hellfire Club. You're playing her there as well. You know, she. I think is going to reward people who know how to play well, essentially, or put the time.
Sure. She's a bit Mysterio-esque. You know, if you're good at Mysterio, you'll probably be good at Cassandra Nova as well. You know.
Okay, right. So you got 50 games with them.
Yes, I got 50 games. I wanted to shout out my 50th game as well.
Okay.
So once people started cottoning on to what I was doing, they started volunteering to give me the 50th game,
nice.
Which was really fun. And they often bring like stupid lists. So I played, my Sentinels 50th game was against Tom Lewis, who was on my team for WTC. And this was hilarious because I wanted to win the game without scoring a single VP. So I just ignored all extracts and just marched the Sentinels up the board. And I did it. I tabled him.
So you tabled him before he could,
get to 16.
Wow.
Yeah,
how many points did he get?
I don't know. I can't remember. It was not 16. That's all that matters.
Wow.
So yeah, but that's the thing. When the Sentinels get to do what they want, like when they get to keep you in range 3 and just hit you a bunch of times, they're actually really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, and a lot of people bring characters that can move them around to help with that.
Yeah, we talk about that on the cast all the time, the Sentinel nerfs. But who slotted in for Thor 2, though, to kind of shore up for his failures?
I mean, no one filled that gap. But I just tried, the next monster. Because Sentinel Prime's rerolls are so good, they're honestly, the best part of the leadership. I basically just put in anyone who hit hard. So I put in Cosmic Ghost Rider for a bit, Malekith as well. Thor 2, he actually was stayed in the list because if you get an early days round 1, if you get lucky, like Cassandra Nova can kidnap someone with 1 power, and then, if Prime and Mark 4 are standing behind them, they can kill them. If you get an early days, you can then chuck Thor a power to then be able to move, throw himself. Oh no, maybe it's more than that. Oh no, he got mega nerfed. I forgot about that. Basically, if you can get Thor into position, same as the rest of the Sentinels, if you can get them all into position, then they can really cause havoc. So yeah, and I played. Remember during our one of our Christmas episodes, I had to run out of Christmas Eve to fix a mistake that I made. I was playing Silver Sable. With them.
Oh, yes.
I thought I was a genius because Silver Sable can move them around and it made them really good, but they can't be advanced by ally effects for some reason. So
they thought of you.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, that's an amazing accomplishment. I mean, to put that much effort into Sentinels is wild.
I think we'll see more people doing it though. In January when all the new toys come, their affiliation is going to go from 3 to 6, 7. So
people are desperate to play those big robots. Come on.
The models are awesome. The models are so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And the most posable of all the models in the game.
Yeah, you can change them however you like. Yeah, they're really cool.
And
they
really
come with broken arms as well. Did you know that?
That's right. Yeah, you can make them all busted, or you can make them all clean, or just have some parts busted and some parts clean. And then the arms, the legs, the torso, and the heads are all rotatable. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Also, they have the really cool rule, which no one else has, is they gain power at the end of their activation. So you feel like they're charging up like robots, but it means they don't have any round 1 jank. They're really cool and fun and fair models. It's great. Yeah. It's really cool. Yeah. Oh, and then they also ended up having a hit list of people we don't like, basically, because it was characters that can throw sizeless. Exactly. Throw the Sentinels around, and you'd be surprised at how many people can do it, because you think I Hulk, and maybe Hulk, I guess, regular Hulk can throw them around. But Groot, it turns out, Groot out of nowhere was just throwing them into each other. And I was like, this sucks. So, look out for them. Sizeless throws.
Because they're size 5, these guys, aren't they?
They're size 5, yeah.
Yeah. All right. How did you decide to go to next?
So, I had to go to New Mutants, again, because the clock was running out. Because I got number 1 affiliation the year before, playing about 30 games with them. And I had to quickly jump on and do 20 games. So, I did that. And I mean, I've talked about New Mutants loads. Oh, by the way, Norbert doesn't let me talk about these crap affiliations that often. I keep saying I want to do a How to Beat New Mutants episode, and you keep telling me it's pointless to do. So if people are interested in hearing like more detailed thoughts about these affiliations that no one cares about, I would love to do episodes. You got to ask us because Norbert won't let me.
It's like, how to drink water. Would you like to? Everyone sort of knows how to drink water.
Yeah. And I'm pretty annoyed right now as well because people keep talking about New Mutants being Cahol's affiliation.
Yeah.
I was playing New Mutants way before Cahol.
Yeah, but he had the cojones to bring them to the WTC.
That was pretty cool, actually, to be fair.
That's wild.
But I did, someone did come over at WTC, actually, and said, have you seen Cahol's New Mutant list? And then someone said, you mean Jamie's New Mutant list? And that warmed my heart. I liked that.
And you got 50 games with them. Holy moly.
I did it. But yeah, basically, I could talk about these forever, and I have. If you go to a Danger Room podcast, you'll go listen to me complain about New Mutants. So I won't go into too much detail here. But yeah, the gist is that Warlock is fun and cool and interesting. Sunspot is one of the worst characters in the game. And the affiliation list is missing Colossus and Honey Badger. They should be in there. At least one of them anyway. But I've said that a million times on a million different podcasts. Even AMG have told me to stop talking about it. So I'm going to.
Okay. Who's Mirage?
Mirage, that's their new toy that they're getting in the new year.
Oh.
So Mirage is a really cool character, and they've been revealed. I think in a box with Jubilee. I think, or they're the next wave of mutants, basically. Yeah.
I never understood Jubilee when I read in the comics. No, and when she came out, even I was collecting comics still at the time, and I'm like, "What's happening here?" I don't.
I mean, I think she's maybe not for you. She's like the Ewoks of X-Men, right?
Yeah, that's a good way of putting
it. She's not for
you. No, I really was just confused.
Yeah, I like Jubilee. I think she's cool.
The cartoon X-Men 97 helped me understand her a bit better, so that was okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that helped. So thank you for the cartoon. Right. So who was next?
Next was X-Force.
X-Force.
Now this was nice because I took a breath and I was like, right, I don't need to panic now about Hellfire or New Mutants running out of time because of the year clock. I was like, cool. Now I can just play 50 games of X-Force. So that's cool, and they were surprisingly good.
Can you figure out when these clocks are? They're not shown in Longshanks, are they?
Are you just? No. Yeah, it's a year from the day.
Yeah, but how would you know from the date? What of
from
the first time?
So today, if you played a game on the 2nd of November,
so you have to remember that you played your first game with that faction on a certain day.
Well, yeah, you can sort of see it though in the thing. Yeah, but like basically, I keep an eye on my games counter on my profile, and if it starts to go down, I start to panic. Basically,
gotcha.
It means they're dropping off.
Right, got it. Okay.
So yeah, X-Force.
This kind of reminds me of those things like where those kids would have those little dongle things that they'd have to take care of, the little egg thing.
Oh, little Tamagotchis.
Yeah, you're with Longshanks. It's your Tamagotchi.
Hey man, if you can view life as if you are your own Tamagotchi, then you'll live a healthy and happy life. We should all look after ourselves the way we look after Tamagotchis.
I should hope so. That's true. Yeah. Okay. But this is fun. Now you're getting into more serious faction. You're going to be like actually winning games. And
you think?
No?
You think X-Force are a serious faction?
Well, I had Harry on my UK Nations team, and he was, rocking it.
No, don't get me wrong. I think X-Force are a serious affiliation, but I don't think others do. So I think they're great. I was very impressed with how effective they were. And we've talked about this before, like on and off the podcast. I think Cable is one of the best 5 threats in the game.
Yeah,
people think I'm stupid for saying that, but I think he's phenomenal, and I actually think I've got some credence now because I've played loads of games with him. So yeah, I think he's phenomenal. He's just very reliable. 2+. Oh, actually, I will say this: after about 10 games with X-Force, I took a Sharpie to my Cable card and I crossed out the spender. Ascani's son, because I kept doing the spender and it was always the wrong decision. So my number one advice, and I told some people the weekend this who were playing X-Force and asked for tips as well, is don't do the spender. Unless you're like, you've taken a bunch of damage and you're surrounded by like 4 people. That never happens. So don't do that. Just do 2 plasma rifles, throw some terrain, and then keep your shields ready. That's very good. He's a very consistent character for that reason.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah.
And a nuisance to take down. And you can't hide from him. It's awful.
He can always get you. He's always in range 3. Oh, also, never shoot from range 5 with Cable. If you're shooting from range 5, you're doing something wrong. Because he's got his body slide. He should always be in range 3 of people.
Yeah, sure.
And under his leadership, remember that you can choose the order of the rerolls. So if he's rolled a skull, you can use the Wetworks leadership to reroll that skull And then if that still isn't a hit, you can then use the plasma rifle rerolls to reroll. So he's very consistent.
Yeah, cool. What other characters do you like in the faction that?
Well, Colossus and Bishop recently got some buffs, right? Bishop got his stuff tidied up so he doesn't daze himself anymore.
Yeah.
And Colossus got his third rework and is now great. Hey, they did it. They made Colossus great. So yeah, Colossus struggles with power. So basically his job is just to grab an extract, get beaten up, and then be a bodyguard for the rest of the game, which is fine. Yeah. Bishop was great. Bishop is awesome now, especially on a flank with Cable, because Bishop has that weird reverse pierce tech. So if Cable gives him 2 extra dice, he's more likely to get that. There was a really fun moment where I went into an Immortal Hulk who is desperate to get wilds, right? And he punched Bishop and got his wild. I was like, yeah, I've got the wild. And then I rolled my defense dice and was like, I got my wild. And then he popped a crit and got a second wild. And then I got a reroll and I got a second wild. Oh, it was drama. No. So I double reverse pierced him and he didn't get his spender, and Bishop gained 2 and then threw him into his friends. So yeah, Bishop's great now. It's really fun.
He's like a mini Cable.
Basically. Yeah, he's a baby Cable. Yeah,
baby Cable.
Yeah,
okay.
Baby Cable. Yeah, he's nowhere near as good. But like, if you're expecting to see size 4s, bring Bishop. He's like a not very good Beta Ray Bill, basically. So, and that's not a bad comparison because Beta Ray Bill is one of the best 4 threats in the game. So, yeah, Bishop's good. He needs a little bit of luck. He needs to get some wilds on his defense dice. But yeah, he's great. Very cool. And then obviously X-23. I'm going to lay down the gauntlet. I think I've played the most games of X-23 out of anyone on the planet. I've played her in every affiliation I can. And in Sentinels, I splashed her. Obviously, I play her in every game of X-Men. In New Mutants, I play her every single game. In X-Force, I played her every single game. And in Weapon X, I play her in every single game. So I think I've played more X-23 games than anyone else. And she recently got buffed, which was probably a mistake. So her frenzy just got a bit better. She's incredible. Sure. Yeah.
But she also lost some weight too.
She lost some weight, which is great because she doesn't get thrown as a size 3 anymore. So she lost her skeleton that she never had.
Lore Master J making a quick appearance.
Yeah, there you go.
So right, back in your box.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to regular J, which is complaining about stuff.
Honey
J. Yeah. I joke about Sunspot being the worst character in MCP, right. And I mostly mean it, but I don't fully mean it because I think the actual worst character in the game is Archangel. That guy is just a fistful of dice and a dream. In fact, he's not. He's a handful of dice and a dream. He's got this great, crazy good, like when he rolls wilds, he turns dice into things. That's fine, but he doesn't roll enough dice to do it. So he's got like, is it a 5 dice? He's got a 5 dice builder. So like you'll get a skull and you won't be able to do the thing. You won't get any wilds and then you won't get any triggers. But then maybe you do get the trigger and you have to place. You don't have a choice. He's awful. His like activation trigger requires them to be bleeding and poison, which he can never do by himself. And then as soon as they see he's a threat, they just kill him because he's got 5 health for a 4 threat. He's useless. And in the 50 games, I had one game where he won the game single-handedly because he got all of his triggers and went around a D-map just killing people and then never did anything like that ever again. Yeah, he's horrific. But I do play him...
His sculpt reminds me of this Apple TV show. Did you see this one? Yeah, it was where these like robots, like humanoid type robot cyborg type people came down, and the females were like these like angels of death, kind of death machines, but they were also... I know
exactly the show you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me, can you remember? Remind me the name. It's been
Is it called
time.
I Am Mother?
Yeah, something like that. Because that was a big part of it about her, this robot having these kind of like conflicted notions about how to be a mother. And raising these kids, and they were trying to make this planet habitable, but it was actually not very easy to do that. So they were losing kids and stuff like that. Anyway, the sculpt reminds me of her when she was in her like war form, and she would fly over the battlefield and do the
Raised by Wolves.
Thank you, Raised by Wolves.
Yes.
Thank you.
Great show, by the way, but very weird.
Yeah, very weird, especially towards the end. I was like, what? Yes. This is going off the rails very quickly.
Yeah. No, I totally get that comparison. That was a good comparison. Unfortunately, he plays nothing like that. The Angel of Death does nothing like that. Yeah, but no, that was a good show. I like that show. But I did use him for one thing. There is one trick you can use with him, and I was telling people about this yesterday, the X-Force players. So on Infinity Formula, by the way, cat and mouse, when you deploy a character in X-Force, you can then play cat and mouse at the start of the game. They move 2 up. Every single time, do that on Cable. There's no question about it. I tried different people. Don't worry about it. I've done the research for you. Always put it on Cable. Except on Infinity Formula, because you can do it on Archangel. You can place him onto your home Infinity Formula, And then at the start of the game, there is a power phase, and he'll gain an extra power in that power phase. And then you can straight away play Battlebound and move him up. And then long story short, you move him up, you get to attack their home Infinity Formula, and you deliver Psylocke onto their home Infinity Formula, and she attacks 3 times round 1. It's amazing. It's really cool. Catch people off guard. I loved doing it. And then you do it, and Archangel rolls no dice and doesn't do anything. But it's fine because Psylocke's there, and Psylocke's great.
Interesting. So that's what he's good for. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. But all seriousness though, X-Force, I think now's the time to play them, by the way. I think that the Crisis really helped them right now. They were never very good on Demons and Gamma because they're just mutants, right? They're mutants and they just fall over. Yeah. But on the Crisis right now, Wakanda's doing so well because it favors like mobile attrition, right?
Yeah.
Like, you need to be able to move around while killing stuff. And X-Force are pretty good at that. Cable's phenomenal at it. X-23 is great at it.
So you're saying that they can score points at the same time that they're doing some killing. Is that what it is?
It's more that they bring the killing with them. They're very mobile. That's the big thing is they can chase, they can kill in a circle kind of thing.
Gotcha.
It's not like the old teams where the Sentinels, they're the opposite to Sentinels. So Sentinels like to be planted still and just be in turrets everywhere. X-Force, they like to move around and bring the kill in. So they got like Deadpool who can hop, they got Cable who can hop, they got X-23 is very mobile, Psylocke is extremely mobile. So they're really good in today's meta, I think.
Got it.
So now's the time to play them.
Okay. So, and you got 50 games with them as well.
Yes, I did. And then this was another fun 50th game. Ollie said he wanted to do my 50th game, and he brought a team of nothing but 2 threats.
Wow. Who was the leader?
He went 9 wide, unaffiliated.
Unaffiliated, 9 wide.
I think it was 9 wide. Maybe that's bad maths, but yeah, he went 9 wide, and it was hilarious because what X-Force are really good at is killing little people. Yeah. So you had X-23 like spendering someone, getting the frenzy, using that to kill someone else, and then killing someone else. And then in the 50th game, it felt only right for Cable to body slide into a group of 2 threats and then do a Skani Sun one last time.
Oh, did it actually work though?
Yeah, he killed like 4 people. So that was good. That was nice. I took the Sharpie off. I was like, okay, you can be free. You can do it now. So yeah, that was X-Force. Pretty good. That was surprisingly good.
Yeah. So was this... well, I'll ask you at the end, maybe. I'm going to ask you at the end, which of the factions was the most fun to play these 50 games with?
Yeah, we should look at win rates too, because they're pretty funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. So what's next? Is it the last one?
Sort of. So I'm just finishing this up now. So this week, I will get my 50th game with Weapon X.
Oh, who's deigned to give you that 50th game this
time?
No
one's volunteered yet, Norbert.
Oh.
Do you want to be the guy?
Well,
you could be it.
I've played you now a couple times with Weapon X.
Yeah, you have, yeah. So no one's there yet. I'm gonna get to 49 and I'm just gonna sit there waiting until someone walks up with a good idea.
Yeah, right. It has to be a meme.
Yeah, it's got to be fun. It's got to be fun or interesting. Or thematic. Someone actually said that they would play Sentinels into me, which would be really fun.
Oh, that is pretty interesting. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we've talked about Weapon X not too long ago because we were playing that game together.
Yes.
But you prefer to not use their leadership.
Yeah. So I was actually speaking to someone yesterday about Weapon X, and they said the leadership's so bad. And I said, yeah, you have a lot more fun if you just don't play it. Mm-hmm. So I've been playing leaderless.
It frees up a slot of one of your tactics cards.
It's a tactics card leadership, easily the worst one. It also doesn't really work because when the character's dazed, they can't get tokens. Blah, 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 blah. Everyone knows how bad its leadership is. So don't play it. Play Dossier and pretend that's the leadership. And it is one of the most fun leaderships in the game. And when it goes well, it is actually incredible.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's really fun.
So good.
And thematic too, which is kind of fun.
Oh, it's so thematic. I love it so much. If I was in charge, I would just ban Are You Sure You Want to Remember? Or Get Out of My Head, whatever the leadership's called. Get rid of it and just make Dossier the leadership and give them a VP. Like, let it be an extract,
Yeah.
And just be like, that's your whole leadership, That or, maybe all Weapon X characters can get the rerolls. That might be a bit too good. But yeah, Dossier is amazing. You basically give your opponent an extract, and they can choose where it goes. That's the best bit. They can choose. So it's a fun little mini game. You go, here you go. Yeah. I'm going to chase this thing. Oh, actually, X-23 is going to chase this thing down all game. You put it wherever you like, and then they have to run away with it. It's brilliant. I love it. It's so cool. It's probably the most fun card I've played.
Yep, agreed.
Cool.
So what are the key characters in the faction then?
So I play X-23 every game, obviously. And I then play, Unsung Hero. And I used your model for a lot of this because I couldn't get a hold of mine. Maverick.
Yeah.
Maverick. People like us got Maverick wrong. when we read the card, and you've played him, right? So you know where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
You like him too?
I have done. I found him weird in that his defense tech kind of seemed at odds with his offensive abilities.
Really?
Meaning, because like you would have to be in a certain range to shoot things, but then you wouldn't be in the right range for his defense tech to work, I think.
There's no range. I think you mean, he wants to be in range 3 to do his hit and run stuff, but you can move him outside of range 3. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I like it. I usually pick up extracts with him because he's got healing factor. So I'll just hold on, I'll grab a cube with him and he'll just have it all game.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So that defensive tech is really odd because it only works on physical attacks. He has to be dealt damage by it, and he obviously has to not be dead. So it's a really niche thing, and I don't quite get it. And hilariously, it's called kinetic energy absorption. And now Gambit's running around everywhere. He hits you with a kinetic ace, and Maverick's like, I can't absorb that, mate. It's energy. I'm not absorbing that. I'm going to stand here.
Wrong kind of kinetics.
Wrong kind of kinetic. That is not good kinetic.
So what makes him sing then? How do you get him to...
Oh, mate. Maverick, right? They might as well call Maverick Van Helsing. Because him against Dracula, so good. He ruins Dracula's day. So Dracula doesn't like being shot by energy, right? And Maverick is all energy. And then Dracula's all about healing himself, right? And Maverick has, what's it called? Anti-healing factor corrosive.
Oh, yes. You screwed me on this as well. Yes.
And it's not once per turn. Oh, it's so good. So basically, you're just waiting for Dracula to whiff. That's the downside. Is that you need Dracula to not kill this 3/3/3 5 health character. If Dracula hits him and he survives, he can then move short, gain a power, and then Dracula, if he's done that attack that heals him, you can be like, no, I'm going to pay 2, you're not going to heal. And then Dracula will be like, okay, fine, well, at least you're bleeding. And now at the end of my activation, I'm going to heal 1 because you're bleeding. And you go, nope, I'll pay 2 again, you're not bleeding. And then you just shoot him with a bunch of energy. And you just knock, so good.
Yeah.
And also, Weapon Stash is a quite good card.
Weapon Stash is for him, right?
It's for anyone.
Oh,
he plays it. He puts it down. So he chucks a stash token down on a secure, and then it works like scoundrels. So everyone gets cover. No, sorry, allies get cover from it. And then at some point, any ally can pay 1, pick it up, and then add 2 dice to their next attack. Which for him is great because he can do a 6 dice rapid fire. Or like X23 can grab it. Anyone. It's great.
All these little tokens running around with X-Force.
Oh, it's so fun. But it makes sense, right? Because they're just sent in, like a bunch of goons just sent in to get some, sensitive documents.
Have you tried to fix their short attack range kind of theme?
Oh, no. Okay, so I play 7 wide attrition with it, which is awful, right? So I just jam in Nebula, Honey Badger, and every 3 threat I can find. And Carnage as well goes in there. And basically the plan is, because they are, you're right, they're all just range 2 physical attackers, is I just send everyone up and I surround my opponent. And I should mention pain points, actually. So Angus introduced me to something called pain points a few years ago, and it leveled up my game overnight. I understood what was going on. Long story short, a pain point is in round 1, Norbert sent someone up to grab an extract. Now I'm going to go send Baron Zemo to stand next to them. And you now have to do something before Baron Zemo activates because he's probably going to daze you, right?
Right.
That's a pain point. And then on the other side of the table, my extract holder is stood next to your Baron Zemo. And now you've created a pain point for me. And there's a whole thing, which I won't get into now, where if you have Prio, having an odd amount of pain points is good. I forget what the exact maths. But basically, you want to try and force some of these pain points to force your opponent to have to choose between 2 bad options.
Right.
Once you figure it out, the game makes a lot more sense. Maybe we do a whole episode on that one day. But basically,
Pat Dunford's really good at doing these things.
Oh, really?
I don't know about the maths, but intuitively, anyway, he always gives you bad options. It's these are all bad.
Maybe we should get him on, talk about it. But basically, Weapon X, the whole point is you go 7 wide attrition, which is rubbish, by the way, because you never have priority. So it's not a very good way to play. But it means you can swamp the board with pain points. So it's sure, you're going to one-shot Weapon X because he's quite easy to one-shot. But then on the other side of the board, I've got Nebula looking at you, right? And it's if you deal with Nebula, then you can't deal with this one,
Doesn't a really wide thing also soak up their actions? In other words, they just run out of actions at some point.
Yeah, I think so. The problem is every good attrition model now has a terrain throw as well, right? And they're all just mutants, and mutants fall over to a stiff breeze. So you just go, I'll kill that one without any trouble, kill that one without any trouble, and then throw terrain at that one, right? Or worse, they throw Weapon X into people, and he's size 3. So it's quite easy to counter by bringing just good models. But it is fun, and it's very silly. And that's what's been the most fun about Weapon X.
I did have a lot of fun playing them as well, even though it was really frustrating. Would you try to... What's holding them back? How would you tweak them to...
I mean, they are just all a bunch of physical attackers, right?
Yeah.
The dossier is no joke, right? When the dossier works, when you can get it, suddenly Maverick's doing like 6 dice rapid fires with a long hit and run. So dossier is great, and there's no real good way to play it because it's kind of all down to your opponent and who they put it on. As soon as they put it on Black Cat, they just turn it off, right? Because you don't get your rerolls, so that's a bit sad. Yeah. So I just think, go in expecting to lose. We'll get onto the win rate soon. You'll see that it's not gone well for me.
Oh, let's see this.
Yeah, but it's been very fun.
Which is the most fun? Which has been the most fun affiliation to get to 50 with?
The most fun affiliation to get to 50 with.
Including Weapon X, even though you're a couple games shy or 1 game shy.
I'm going to say, well, apart from X-Men, obviously, because it's my favorite team, Sentinels were very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
because of the Thor 2 business.
That helped too, but it's more just when Sentinels get to do what they get to do, when they get to just stand still and just blast people, it feels really thematic. Restraint Cables is great. Online operational is really cool and really fun and thematic. It's awesome. So they were a lot of fun, and also you get to play really cool models, and no one expects you to win. So you go to events and you go 2-2, and you're like, hell yeah, that was great. So Sentinels are great, and I hope the new toys bring new stuff for people. I won't be going back to them, that's for sure. But if the new toys, I hope it will bring new life, and they can start playing Prime and 1 Mark 4 plus Bastion Nimrod. That's really cool.
All right, cool. So I'm looking at your record. Are you ready to tell the world about this record?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do
it. Okay. Should we start from the bottom or go to the top? I don't know. How do you want to do it?
Well, I mean, the top is a little not quite accurate because the year's fallen off. So let's start with the top. Let's just breeze through it.
All right, fine. So X-Men, your win rate is 66%.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Good
before
for you.
Before WTC, it was 76. And I was very, very happy with that. So the year has not been kind to me. They're just dropping off a little bit. But no, I mean, that's all Storm. Storm is the best X-Men. I won't hear any other explanation for that. If you're American, maybe that changes. But over here, Storm is the best X-Men, and I will happily play her every WTC.
Okay, next up is X-Force at 51%. Okay, that I understand as well.
Look at that. So that came down to the 50th game. For me to go positive. So thank you, Ollie, for giving me that 2 threat list to beat so I could get a positive win rate. So 50%. That is not the affiliation's fault. That is also me not being very good at attrition. But I think they're slightly better than that. And I started splashing Mighty Thor towards the end, which helped them a lot. So
okay. Next up is New Mutants at 48%.
They're a good team.
Yeah.
They're a good team.
You have to just work at it.
And their affiliation list is awful. And you have to splash Hulk every single game to make them work. If they just made Hulk, because he's got a large base, the leadership helps him a lot. Magic it's a phenomenal leadership on probably the worst built leader in the game. She is not a leader. Magic's job is what she's doing in Apocalypse right now, which is why she's so good. Her job is to just run in, do as much damage as possible, and then KO. And that is not what you want from a leader. So it's really awkward. I wish they made that card, available to, I don't know, Mirage or someone else, anyone else, because Magic's just not built for it. Not great, but Splash Hulk, make Colossus and Honey Badger affiliated, and they have Survive the Night, which is one of the best cards in the game. So they were really fun. Actually, I will say they were probably up there as most fun because when you're playing newer people and they tend to take their time and they're playing quite slowly and asking lots of questions, New Mutants give you lots of really interesting reactions and things to think about while that's going on. So I had fun. I had fun every single game, basically. And that's not an insult on my opponent. If you're playing Weapon X and your opponent is umming and ahhing over everything, it's oh my god, this is really boring because all I'm going to do is attack you twice. That's all I've got. But New Mutants have lots of really interesting decisions. So yeah.
Okay, next up with a win rate of 40% was the Sentinels. Oof,
yeah, drop. Not bad, eh? 40%.
Bad.
I mean, I think 15% of that is just from Thor.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Even worse though, and this is a little less excusable, is Weapon X at 38%.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that me playing them 7 wide isn't helping. I find it fun, but it's definitely not the most effective. I've since been splashing. Like, recently, I've been splashing Namor, and like that helps. But who cares? That's boring. Everyone splashes Namor. Like, you know, put Zemo and Namor in and whatever. I don't care. Like, so you could probably get that a bit higher. But yeah, they are easily the worst affiliation.
Okay, and we're going to skip APOC and Hellfire Club because you don't have very many games with them yet.
Yeah, Hellfire have dropped off. And APOC is
speaking of which, though, I think you're going to round out your badge hunt of mutants with Apocalypse.
Yes, that's next. So I think I'll not quite make it in time for the year. But, you know, that's like 50, 100, 150. That's like 200 games in a year. So I'll take that. But yeah, my Apocalypse run starts now. And weirdly, you know, all the people that are offering me friendly TTS games have suddenly dried up. And they don't want to play against Apocalypse. Which is fair enough. So, yeah.
Well, can you play maybe some of the junky horsemen, maybe?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I could do fun Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun Apocalypse. Yeah.
Fun Apocalypse. Cool. Well, no, so this is also actually part of my transition into, I had my sweater year last year. I've had my very fun casual year this year. And now I'm transitioning back into sweat. So next year I'm going to be trying really hard. I'm going to try and get on a really good team for Nations and WTC, and I'm going to go back to trying to win. So this is my transition. So Apocalypse is the last one of that. Then I'm going to go into webs, and then probably stay on webs and try and win some events next year.
The new webs?
No, I'm going old school webs. I'm going Miles Morales, Black Cat. The stuff that's been plaguing me for years, I'm now going to just play it myself.
Let's not overlook the nice badges you get for hosting events. You've been doing that with alacrity lately.
Yeah, with you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, amazing. Good for you, man. Look at this. You got People's Champion of 5 stripes or 5 dots. So that's the biggest one. That's awesome.
What is that for again?
Host events with a combined total of 512 or more registered players.
Wow, that's cool.
Wild. Yeah. That's really good.
You got that one too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, man. TOs don't get enough thanks. I'll put it out there. We deserve these badges, you know? We put a lot of work in.
That's why I really wanted them, because I mean, a lot of guys put effort into this rather than playing, you know, to get good Longshanks ratings or whatever. Yeah. And then you also got the host with the most, which is where you hosted a single event of 64 or more registered players, which I also have. Yeah, because we do a lot of stuff together now.
Yeah.
And you've played 100 games. Is there any other? Let's go back to the badge thing. What badge is there left? So
there's Dabbler as well, right? Which a lot of people like to collect, which is you play, I think it's 5 or 10 games with multiple affiliations.
Yes, that's right. How does it, play multiple, and the number in the badge tells you how many factions you dabbled in, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. You could play the collector one, play at least one game with each affiliation, surely.
Yeah, I'm more of I get a bit obsessed, so I'd rather go for 50 with each. So eventually I'll get collector, but I'll be in 7 years when no one's playing anymore.
Wow, amazing. Well, thanks for this journey. That's crazy. Congratulations. That's really amazing.
My most successful New Year's resolution ever. But yeah, no, it was really fun. And on a serious note, I highly recommend anyone, if you're ever stuck in this game or in a bit of a rut, or you're grumpy with the meta, or you're worrying about when the next release is, and the Web Warriors has been delayed by 2 months. I really, really recommend just pick a funny affiliation and just go and get some badges with them. Maybe not 50, just go for 20, 30. There's one, you get one per 10, by the way. So there's a 10 badge, 20 badge, 30 badge, 40 badge, 50 badge. Just go and do that. And it's so much fun. And going to an event and just hoping to have 4 fun games completely changed my mindset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of going to an event and trying, I want to win a prize. I want to get something I want to get a trophy. Just going and being all I care is that I've already got my achievement here, which is I'm going to get 4 games towards a badge on Longshanks. It made me look at the game completely differently. I enjoy it so much more. So yeah, I can't recommend it enough. And also, everyone should DM Red Sam on Longshanks and tell him to add leader badges so that I can do this all over again with all the different leaders.
Yeah, that'd be, I don't know. I think that might kill you.
It's fun. Listen, nobody wants me. All my friends are scared of me now playing Apocalypse. No one wants me to go back to sweaty mode. They want me to play stupid leaders. So I just want to play Cyclops for a couple months. All right.
Okay. Fair enough. Cool. Gosh, we are rapidly coming to the end of the year. That means we have no big events left. So we're just going to be playing some local ones. But yeah.
That's it. Yeah, look out for what's the website for all the events coming next year?
Oh, thank you. It's tinyurl.com/MCP Events Europe. Yes, we've already put in a bunch of in there. There's a whole bunch already for 2026 that are already in there, so definitely take a look at it. Also, if your event isn't listed there yet, message me and we'll throw it on there because this is the way for people to find bigger events, meaning weekend long events, 2 or 3 day type events that make it worthwhile for traveling a longer distance. So definitely let us know because we want to know. We want to go to them.
Yeah, we want to know. And also, obviously, look out for our events. We're planning a few across the Bifrost events next year. We've got team events, singles events, GTs, all that stuff. So, yeah, just go on our Discord and come to those. They are the best events. I'm not going to lie. They're the best events.
Yeah, they're a fun party. I love hosting them. All right. Anything else, Badge Hunter? Or are you going to go off into the wilderness to hunt down those last few Weapon X badges?
I've got to go get a few more Weapon X badges and then start on Apocalypse and lose all my friends.
Well, no, use the fun ones. Use the fun
Apocalypse. All right,
fun horsemen.
All right, Sabertooth it is.
Yeah, exactly. All right then. Until next time. Cheers and happy gaming.